A mother of three finds herself drowning in a constant spiral of their non-stop demands, so she hires a nanny to help. But soon discovers there's something very strange going on between that nanny and her husband. You're watching Movie Recap, and this is CineDigest. Don't forget the strong like and subscribe before we begin. Marlo is a mom to a son named Jonah, a daughter named Sarah, and she's heavily pregnant with baby number 3. We find out early that Jonah has behavioral issues, so Marlo does daily exercises with him to speed up his progress. She loves her kids more than most mothers ever could. Because the pressure is insane, she suggests to her husband Drew that they spend an evening at her brother Craig's house. Drew refuses. Craig is arrogant and only talks about money, but Marlo keeps pushing until he agrees. The next day is the same brutal routine. Marlo preps and drives the kids to school, enduring Jonah's meltdown because someone parked in his spot. At school, the principal tells her Jonah needs a special needs school because he can't socialize, he keeps getting into fights. Marlo is devastated. That kind of school will cost a lot more money. That night, they go to Craig and his wife Lisa's house where they pretend to be happy just to flex. They brag nonstop about their wealth and how, thank God they don't have kids yet, or else they'd be broke like Marlo and Drew. Craig pulls Marlo aside and tells her he has a special gift for the new baby. She assumes money, but no. He offers to pay for a night nanny, a young woman to handle the house overnight so Marlo can finally rest. Marlo refuses. She doesn't trust strangers. But Craig says, think about it. You'll eventually say yes. Later, she tells Drew what Craig offered, and Drew actually thinks it's a great idea. She'll finally have time for herself with the third baby coming. Marlo slowly begins to reconsider. A few days later, she gives birth to a third daughter. Craig and Lisa visit and congratulate her. She's beautiful. But when she returns home, the pressure triples. Days later, the school calls again. Jonah has officially been expelled. Marlo snaps, yells at the principal, storms out, only to find the newborn screaming. She breaks down in the parking lot and screams at the top of her lungs. That night, she finally tells Drew, I'm calling the night nanny. He supports her. He's seen her completely burn out. The next night, Tully arrives. She's unbelievably young. Marlo is confused. You're the nanny? Tully smiles. I'm not here for the kids. I'm here for you. I handle the house. You sleep. For the first time, Marlo goes upstairs and sleeps peacefully. She wakes up to a spotless house. Peace, silence, coffee ready, everything glowing. Drew comes home. She tells him, I think she's saved me. Night by night, Tully returns, quietly fixing Marlo's universe. Marlo opens up. About Jonah, about how no therapist could diagnose him, about Sarah acting rebellious because she feels ignored. Tully listens like someone who knows her soul. Tully even bakes cupcakes for Jonah to fix his relationships at school, and the next day, Marlo finds a perfect special school that accepts him. Marlo finally has time to work out, to shower, to feel human again. She admits to Tully her marriage has gotten cold and robotic. Tully advises her how to rekindle it, and it works. Their intimacy comes back like magic. At a kids' party, Craig, Lisa, and Drew all notice Marlo is glowing again, full of life. That night, Tully arrives different, emotional, unstable. She begs Marlo to go out with her, just one drink. Marlo is hesitant, but eventually goes. At the bar, Tully tells her, you don't need me anymore. Your life is fixed. Marlo cries, don't leave me. Tully smiles sadly. I wasn't here for money. I just had time and I needed to fill it. Marlo leaves heartbroken, feeling like she was just something to kill boredom in Tully's life. She grabs a bike, speeds away in the night. Tully follows, stops her, but while driving back, Marlo blacks out from exhaustion and crashes off a hill. Hospital. Drew at her side. Doctor explains she wasn't drunk. She was sleep-deprived to a dangerous level, possibly hallucinating. The doctor mentions Marlo's maiden name before marriage, Tully. Drew realizes Tully never existed. She was Marlo's younger self, the fearless version she killed over the years. Marlo wakes up. Tully, her past self, appears one last time, smiles, fades away. Marlo goes home. Jonah is improving, he hugs her. Drew joins her in the kitchen. She's no longer alone.